right, y'all. Welcome back to Shay Renee Online, where we discuss food, fitness, and reality TV. Today, we're going to talk about the Real Housewives of Potomac, Season 6, Episode 14. All right, so y'all know the episode starts out, excuse me, y'all, I just finished working out, so I'm a little sweaty. So we're gonna get through this, okay? So the episode starts off with them kind of still going through the whole situation with Candice and her tossing the salad, a little bit of salad, then Mia tossed a whole lot of salad. Everybody tossing salads all over the place, child. It was just a big old veggie mess, okay? And so they're yelling back and forth and rah, rah, rah. And that's that on that. So Karen tries to stop Candice from continuing to go off, and she continues to scream, "Don't disrespect me," and all that I don't care about what you're going through, because Mia leaves, but then she comes back because she's kind of like, you know what, let me explain to her why my reaction is like this. So she says, my mother is a recovering drug addict, you know, and it really hurts me that you're talking about her like this. And Candice like, I don't care, you know, throwing a tantrum like a little child does, okay? So then the men hear the commotion going on, and they come in the house and try to defuse the situation. So Chris, of course, in typical fashion, Captain Save-A-Ho, takes Candice outside to calm his child down, right? So they go outside, and he's like, you know, why can't you ever be the bigger person? Like, you need to learn to let stuff go. And she's like, I'm not going to let her say anything to me. Like, I feel like Candice is like, she really looks like a child lashing out and throwing a tantrum. Like, I was just waiting on her to get in the middle of the floor and kick her feet. Like, it was just really that bad. And I'm like, how can you be an adult and not know how to control yourself? It's really weird and off-putting, okay? So he talks to her and tries to tell her, you know, you don't have to respond to every little thing. And she's just like, and he says, you know, what you need to do is you need to go in there and you need to say, listen, you don't disrespect me and I'm not going to disrespect you. And she said, well, I'm not saying nothing to her. I'm not doing that. So moving on from that situation, Chris goes in the house, and Mia goes off, and her and G are in the hallway, and G kind of licks his tongue at Karen because everybody's trying to get Mia to stay at this point, because she's like, I'm Audi 5000. This little bitch right here, she won it with me, and I got too many coins to lose to be playing around with this hoe up in here. So I'm gonna go ahead and get on about here real quick, and me and my money, we gonna stay intact because I ain't going to court, okay? So anyway, they're in the hallway. Karen's talking to them and trying to talk them off the ledge. And G's like doing this tongue motion at Karen. And Karen is a little weirded out. And she's like, you know, I'm renewing my vows with Ray. Yeah, we've been together for 25 years. Okay. And so G is like, listen, I'm drunk. I don't give a none of that shit you're talking about. I'm in my bag right now. I am having the time of my life, and I'm just out of my mind right now. So it is what it is. So he's just G is just drunk as a skunk, okay? And Mia is not even fading his stuff at all, not making excuses for it. She's like, look, this is G, and that's just what it is. That's that on that. So Karen walks away because she's obviously uncomfortable. Then Ashley comes, and then they talk back and forth, and then Ashley goes in the kitchen, and Chris is in there cleaning up. So Chris says, you know, listen, Ashley, congratulations on your second child. You look really good. You know, I really would love to clean up the situation with Michael. You know, I really don't want us. I would love to have the same relationship I have with G with Michael, you know, and, you know, the rest of the guys or whatever. So Ashley was like, you know, that's really kind of you, but your wife has said some really nasty things about me and my husband that, you know, she needs to clear up. And Chris is like, yeah, I understand that, but, you know, I can only speak on me. I still follow you on Instagram, you know. So I feel like Chris is like really level-headed. And honestly, I really don't wish bad on anybody's marriage, but I think he's really going to get tired of the coddling Candice scene. And he's probably going to end up leaving her and go find him a grown-ass woman, because he like, listen, I got 2 kids already, and do you want me to have a kid with a kid? No. I already got to tame you and calm you down in public situations and keep you from getting your ass whooped. I can't. I mean, I'm a big enough guy, but I'm not big enough to be out here constantly on a whim for getting my ass whooped. So I'm going to have to go ahead and bow out. I'm pretty sure he's going to get to that point at some point in this relationship, because yeah, Candice, I don't understand how he does it. So a scholar, so Mia sits down after the whole situation. She's upset, obviously crying about Candice and what Candice has done. And she's like, you know, if my mom relapses because of this broad, you know, it's going to be a problem or whatever. So Karen pretty much tells her, you don't let anybody take you out of character. And Wendy kind of co-signs on it and says the same thing. Like, you know, you need to stay. Don't worry about all that stuff. You know, it's going to be fine. Like, that doesn't define you. That's what she says is not going to affect your mom. You know, you do you, be you, and it is what it is. Just ignore her or whatever. So then Mia proceeds to say, well, a scholar says to Mia, you know, maybe Candice is triggered because you call her video low budget and that really upset her. And Mia is like, everything is low budget in the beginning of a business. Like, I don't understand why she's so upset about it. But Mia, that was a trigger for old girl. So you can't tell her how to feel about you telling her that her video was low budget. Like, come on now. And she's like, well, my business was low budget in the beginning, you know. And I'm like, girl, didn't your husband hand that business over to you? How you know what it was in the beginning? Wasn't he using that money to be sitting around with you and whatever? So anyway, then Mia proceeds to say how, you know, everything's low budget in the beginning, but now I make $450,000. And I'm like, is that in a year or per month? Because you'll be acting like you make that every day, the way you talk about money. So I'm like, girl, listen, all right, you's a rich bitch. All right, cool. We ain't got to talk about it every damn minute, okay? This is the show. We know all y'all got some coinage because you got to have some coins to pay that loan to get up on this show, okay? So, all right, you got money, cool. So a scholar is like, listen, are you always talking about, you know, listen, I don't want to, you know, make fun of your struggle or whatever, but are you always talking about money because of your childhood and how you were brought up? You know, and Mia was like, no, I talk about it because I'm proud of what I've done and I work hard, which I understand that, you know, but you ain't got to tell people how many coins you have because truth be told, girl, you was living in a condo or, you know, a penthouse in Baltimore, right? And we know that's real prestigious, but I went to Morgan State and I know what them Baltimore parts be looking like. You don't want to be on TV telling them types of people in that area. Okay, some of them rich and some of them not. And the nots do get around the rich. If you read between the lines, you don't want anybody robbing you, chick. So you need to just go on and not be telling everybody about how much money you got. Okay, just count your coins by yourself privately. And that's that on that. So anyway, and I kind of did that in order. The hallway situation with G was after the sit down and talk, obviously, but y'all got it. So anyway, then moving right along, Giselle and Robin arrive and they're upset because they have no bathroom in their room. So they go in their room. Giselle got some boot on her foot, child. She can barely walk around like a normal person. So she hobbles her ass up the steps and goes into the room, which, mind you, is 3 twin beds in there, okay? And they ain't got no damn bathroom. But, you didn't want Karen and Wendy to use your bathroom. So now you may find a bathroom. Maybe there's a porta potty that we can put in your room for the time that you're here. I don't know. But maybe they didn't want you using their bathroom. I don't know. So she's pissed about that. Ashley comes in the room and has some shots or whatever. Wendy comes in the room first, okay? So then they're like, where's the bathroom? Like, where are we supposed to use the bathroom? And Wendy's like, shit, I don't know. Like, downstairs, you can go downstairs and yeah, that's fine. And Robin's like, well, I'm on my period and I can't be sharing a bathroom with men where men can come in the bathroom and that's like the community bathroom. I'm just not in the mood for all of this. Like, she over there having she's screw-faced up in the damn corner about her damn period. Child, all of us have a damn period, okay? And yes, it is bothersome and tiresome and all those different things. But if you don't put your damn big girl panties on and get over yourself and take a Motrin, girl, knock it the hell off. And get a heating pad while you're at it, because you burning up my damn spirit with your stank attitude. So anyway, they all get ready and go to dinner or whatever. And obviously, you know, Robin's still mad at her over the room situation. So she's looking for hotels. Ashley comes in with shots. They all take shots or whatever. Everybody gets dressed. They all get on the van and they go to dinner. So everyone gets on the bus to go to the restaurant. Karen and Giselle, I really like to see that. They were in the back having a little kiki session, laughing about Karen. There was a scene where Karen, they were all in the room and they were talking about the situation with Candice and Mia. And Karen was like, I could have stayed home and tossed my own salad. And everybody looking at her like, hello, do you know what tossing salad means? Clearly you don't by making that statement. So they kind of told her what tossing salad is. And she was like, oh God, no, that's not what I meant. So yeah, so Karen told Giselle about it and they kind of had a laugh about it. And then they had a little joke about teabagging and all that stuff. So I thought that was really funny and cute. So they get to the restaurant and Wendy thanks everybody for coming and says they're going to go on a boat. She tells them about the next day. They're going to go on a boat and then they're going to have a crab boil at the house. So she's like really excited about it. Ashley turns to Giselle and is like, hey, the guy's behind us. You know, that guy, he's really cute. You know, what if he's single? You know, got you, about to go catch you one, girl. So first of all, Giselle was not a bit more attracted to that damn man that was sitting behind them than a man in the damn moon, okay? So she was like, yeah, he's cute, you know, just for shits and giggles, okay? So come to find out, the guys buy drinks for the table. So they buy shots for the table. But lo and behold, the women behind the table of the cast of Potomac are actually these guys' wives. And so they were like outraged, like, oh my God, are you guys kidding? You bought us shots, but you didn't even buy anything for your wives. So Wendy immediately calls the waiter over and says, please buy them shots, get them whatever they want, you know. And then Karen goes over to the table and tells the guys, listen, I'm getting ready to renew my vows with Ray. And child, who you saying Ray like they know who the fuck Ray is? Okay, Karen, well, you love your husband, child. Good, I'm glad. So she says, you need to buy them YSL, you know, Gucci, whatever. Get them whatever they want, you know, buy them bags. I'm like, Karen, you do know you talking to white people. They gonna have to buy them a yacht. Bags ain't enough for the white people, okay? They gonna have to buy a row of houses, 2 yachts. Yeah. This is gonna be an expensive pay for with them, okay? A bag ain't gonna get it, all right? So, cool, you know, I hope y'all make it out of that very well, okay? Because y'all tried it. So then Wendy says, let's give a toast to forgiveness. Then Ashley asks Chris, how did he feel? Of course, Ashley got to get her messiness in before the damn episode over, child. Listen, Ashley going to make sure they know, listen, just because I had a baby, I'm still going to do my part, okay? I'm going to earn my coinage on this show, okay? So y'all may see me breastfeeding here and there with rearing these children, child, but I'm going to come and get the mess going, okay? And this is what she did. So she says, how'd you feel about what happened with Mia and Candice? Mind you asking him this right in front of his damn wife. So Chris proceeds to tell Ashley that he did try to defuse the situation. He says he would like to get to a real place with Michael, like where he is with G. And Ashley says, you can get there, but Michael has strong opinions about things you've said about how he lives his life and what he's done. And Chris said, I've never talked shit about Michael. And Ashley said, but your wife has. And Candice says, Michael called Chris white trash. And Ashley says, you've called Michael a slave driver. Are you calling me a slave? And then Candice says, I mean, well, he drives his slaves. I'm like, oh, Candice, your husband is white, girl. I know he got a brown dick, but he is white, girl. Whatever. So she said, Ashley says, you have no idea how to be a civil human being. You had the audacity to put your hand in Mia's face and talk about last year. And she was like, talk about last year. And Candice says Ashley is a foul-ass, effed up individual for getting involved in some legal stuff. So basically, she's still holding on to being mad at Ashley and I guess blaming her for what happened last year. So Giselle kind of breaks in and says, listen, Candice, last year was not Ashley's fault. And then, you know, Robin in her confessional or over on the side basically is like, because they're seeing Candice blowing up and Chris is starting to try to, you know, once again, try to calm her down. And Candice, he's like, come on, let's get out of here. Let's go outside and calm down. She was like, no, I won't. No, I won't. I was just ready for her to get on the floor, child, kick and scream again. But she didn't do it yet. I'm just like, girl, I mean, you might as well just put the whole damn show on, baby girl, because you acting like a baby. So she's like, I am not going anywhere. I'm going to sit right here. I'm like, oh God, get the rattle. So then Chris said, F this, I'm about to blow this popsicle stand. So he leaves out of there because he's like, I cannot continue to deal with this. So he goes outside. Everybody's like, Candice, why don't you go check on Chris? So Candice still going back and forth with Ashley. And Ashley is like, you know, basically you haven't learned anything from last year because you're putting your hand in Mia's face, which I don't think she really did. But you know, whatever. But she's like, you're putting your hand in Mia's face and you're provoking people. You know, it's just, you're doing the same stuff over and over again. You haven't learned your lesson. And Robin pretty much agreed. She was like, yeah, I feel like Candice didn't learn her lesson. I'm like, so that lets me know, that lets me further know that y'all know that Candice is full of shit. But y'all just went along with it last year because you didn't like Monique and you wanted her off the show. Y'all some real trifling heifers. That's all I'm going to say about that. So Giselle continues to tell Candice, you know, Ashley had nothing to do with it. And then Candice, real loud and belligerent, says, you know, Candice says, no, but you got involved to be, telling Ashley, you got involved to be a vindictive bitch. And I felt the bitch on that. Like, it was real harsh. So Dre goes outside, Ascala's husband, to check on Chris. They chop it up and have a conversation. He calms Chris down and Chris is in the hallway. So then Candice finally makes her way out to where Chris is. And he's like, there she is. So they have a chat and he's like, you know, telling her, honestly, I'm just really tired of this. I cannot do any more of this. Like, you have got to learn to control yourself because basically I had enough of your shit. Okay. So Candice, you know, she sinks like a little baby into his arms. And I'm just like, this is some childish Sour Patch Kid shit that she do. Like, first you're sour, then you sweet. I can't, you're a grown up, girl. Like, anyway, Giselle, Ashley, and Robin discuss how Candice hasn't learned anything from last year. And Robin says it's almost like she's asking for it. And clearly she's holding stuff in from last year. And Giselle says she's going to apologize to the entire restaurant before they leave. And Karen says this ain't nothing but a pissing match and nobody is running out of urine. I mean, I don't know. You know, I don't hate Candice. I just feel like there's so many people on YouTube. Honestly, I've watched different videos and they're always saying how, you know, well, words are, you know, as long as you fight with your words, it's cool. It's not cool. Shut your freaking mouth. Like, words can hurt just as much as a fist. They really can. So you really need to watch how you use the lethalness of your words, okay? Because guess what? Your words can get so lethal that they can get you slapped the shit out of. And that's that on that. So anybody that's sitting up on here glorifying somebody, giving somebody a tongue lashing, you need to get your ass whooped too. Because if I don't want no smoke, I'm going to put out the fire in the chimney, meaning close my damn mouth, okay? If you don't want to fight, because words are fighting words, okay? Don't glorify somebody being nasty to people and talking shit to people. It's not okay. So, Candice, I get it. You got to create something on the show, right? But you take it entirely too far. And then you're taking it too far in situations where you're putting yourself in danger, even to the point where your own husband can't even calm you down. And he had to leave out the room. So, I don't know. I'm just over the whole Chihuahua Candice situation. I'm going to need her to go to anger management because obviously there's something deep rooted in her where she must have been bullied as a child or something that she feels like she has to lash out on everybody and she can't let anybody get anything over on her. Maybe it's a mama situation where she's tired of being under her mother's wing and she feels caged. Who knows? But go to therapy, girl. You telling me to go to therapy. You need to sit your ass on the couch right across from her. Okay? I done said it in the last video, and I still feel it now. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with people that watch this show, too. I'm on the road to 1,000. I appreciate everybody that watches my videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next video. Peace out.